Goats are already weird enough with the screaming, climbing, random fainting, and stubbornness. And somehow, that is the normal stuff. There is a goat in the world right now whose milk contains spider silk stronger than Kevlar. Another breed freezes so suddenly it looks like someone pressed pause on reality itself. Some grow giant corkscrew horns so ancient they were carved into stone thousands of years ago, and fewer than 500 of them are left today, while others became world famous for faces so bizarre they somehow turned into prize-winning show goats. These are 20 goat breeds with the strangest traits, most shocking abilities, and wildest stories you can find. And the further you get, the harder these goats are to believe. Number 20. Moroccan tree-climbing goats, the goats that graze in the sky. In parts of southern Morocco, goats do not always graze on the ground. They climb into argan trees and feed from the branches like the tree is a raised dining table. From a distance, it can look fake, as if someone placed the animals there for a trick photo. Then they move, balance, chew, and climb higher. The trees grow in dry, rough land where good food can be hard to find. The goats' small bodies, strong balance, and careful hooves let them move across crooked branches that look too thin to hold them. The strangest part comes after they eat. Argan fruit has a soft outer part around a hard nut. The goats swallow the fruit, bring it back up later while chewing cud, strip off what they want, and spit out the clean nuts. Those nuts can land away from the parent tree, giving new argan trees a better chance to grow. Number 19. Alpine ibex, the goat that walks up walls. On the Cingino Dam in northern Italy, tiny dark shapes move across a wall that looks almost vertical. From far away, they look like marks on the concrete. Then they turn, step, stretch their necks, and keep climbing. They are alpine ibex, wild goats standing calmly where most animals would fall. They climb that wall for a simple reason: salt and minerals. Their plant diet does not always give them enough, and the dam surface holds mineral deposits they can lick. To reach them, the ibex treats the wall like a steep path, moving across small bumps and rough spots with terrifying control. The secret is in the feet. Each hoof is split into two moving halves, so it can grip tiny edges almost like a pair of fingers. The outside of the hoof is hard and sharp enough to catch on rough stone. The inside is softer and rubbery, helping it press into the surface instead of sliding away. Small dew claws above the hoof give extra contact on steep ground, and the animal's strong legs help hold its weight close to the wall. Young ibex learn early that a ledge too dangerous for a predator can be the safest place in the world. Fainting goat, the goat whose body hits pause. A fainting goat does not really faint. That is the first strange part. When one gets startled, it can stiffen so hard that its legs lock, its body freezes, and sometimes it tips over like someone pressed pause. But the goat is still awake the whole time. The real cause is in the muscles. This breed has a condition called myotonia, which makes the muscles slow to relax after they tighten. A loud noise, sudden movement, excitement, or surprise can trigger it. The goat's body gets the message to tense up, but the release comes late. For a few seconds, the animal is trapped inside its own stiff muscles. Some goats fall flat on their sides. Some stay standing with their legs locked straight. Some recover so quickly that they get back up like nothing happened. This strange trait also changed the breed's body. Because the muscles tighten again and again throughout life, many fainting goats develop a thick, firm build. That helped make them useful as meat goats, especially in old Tennessee and Texas lines. They are also easier to fence than most goats because they do not jump and climb as well. A normal goat sees a fence as a challenge. A fainting goat has a body that can betray it at the worst possible second. Number 17. Spider goat, the goat that milks spider silk. A spider goat looks like any ordinary dairy goat. It eats hay, walks around the barn, and stands calmly while it is milked. Nothing about its face, legs, coat, or horns gives away the strange thing happening inside its body. The shock is in the milk. Hidden in that milk are proteins that come from spider silk. The idea began with a problem that scientists could not solve the normal way. Spider silk is light, stretchy, and extremely strong for its weight. But spiders are terrible farm animals. Put too many spiders together, and they start attacking each other. So, researchers tried a stranger route. They place spider silk genes into goats and set those genes to work only in the udder during milk production. That means the goat does not grow webs. It does not crawl like a spider. Its milk simply carries the silk protein. After milking, that protein can be separated and turned into material. The first famous spider goats were named Sugar and Spice. Their milk looked normal, but it contained the ingredients for a fiber once called biosteel. The goal was to create strong, lightweight fibers for body armor, medical stitches, artificial ligaments, and other high-strength products where ordinary materials could fail. Number 16. Markhor, the wild goat with drill bit horns. A male markhor looks like a mountain animal wearing two giant screws on its head. Its horns rise upward, twist outward, and curl like they were carved by hand. From the front, the shape is so strange that the animal almost does not look real. Those horns are the markhor's greatest trait. Both males and females grow them, but the males carry the full shock. Mature males can have horns over 5 feet long, while females have much shorter horns. The exact shape can change from one kind of markhor to another. Some horns look wide and open, some twist tighter, but all of them carry that sharp corkscrew look that makes the markhor one of the most striking wild goats on Earth. The name markhor is often linked with the idea of a snake eater. The animal is not really a snake-hunting monster, it is a plant eater, but the legend is easy to understand once you see the horns. They look like coiled snakes rising from the skull, and old stories grew around that shape. The rest of the body adds to the effect. Males are much larger than females, with heavy shoulders, long hair around the neck and chest, and a thick beard that makes the horns look even more dramatic. During breeding season, males use that whole body in fights, clashing, pushing, and showing off strength. Number 15. Four-horned goat, the goat with extra horns. A normal goat head is already striking enough. 2 horns rise from the skull, curve back, and give the animal its classic shape. Then the four-horned goat breaks that pattern completely. This goat can grow 4 horns instead of 2, and the extra pair is not a trick, injury, or decoration. It is part of the way the animal's head develops. The four-horned goat, also called the Vierhornziege, is one of the strangest-looking goat types in Europe. In the best examples, the horns sit in 2 pairs, giving the head a wide, almost mythical shape. Some horns rise upward, some sweep outward, and the whole animal can look like nature doubled the normal design. The trait is called polycerati, which simply means having more than 2 horns. Scientists found that 4-horned goats and sheep share changes around a gene involved in body layout before birth. Put simply, the normal horn-growing area on the head spreads and splits, so more horn buds form, while the animal is still developing. 4-horned goats are not a modern creation either. Records go back centuries. In 1786, a 4-horned goat from Switzerland was even sent to Queen Marie Antoinette's farm at Versailles. Number 14. Damascus goat, the goat with the face that changes completely. A baby Damascus goat can look almost too cute to be real. It has huge floppy ears, a soft little face, and curious eyes that make it look gentle and harmless. Then it grows up and the whole face changes. The adult Damascus, also called the Shami, is one of the strangest looking goat breeds in the world. The ears hang long beside the face. The nose becomes heavy and curved. The forehead pushes forward. The mouth can show a strong underbite. The same features that look sweet on a baby become bold, strange, and almost shocking in the adult. That face is not seen the same way everywhere. Online, people often call the breed ugly. In parts of the Middle East, the same extreme head shape can be prized. Long ears, a deep face, a strong nose, and a heavy head are treated as special show traits, not flaws. The Damascus is not just a strange face on legs. It is a dual-purpose goat, raised for both milk and meat. It has long been valued in the Eastern Mediterranean and the Middle East for strong milk production, good body size, and a high chance of having twins. Its milk is also used for cheese, which makes the breed useful as well as unforgettable. Number 13. Nigerian dwarf, the tiny goat with richer milk than giants. The Nigerian dwarf looks more like a backyard pet than a serious dairy animal. A full-grown doe stands only about 22.5 inches at the shoulder, and a buck stands only about 23.5 inches. It is small, balanced, and easy to mistake for a cute miniature goat, made mainly for children to feed at a farm. Then the milk changes the whole story. This tiny goat holds a Guinness World Record for the highest butterfat content in the milk of any goat breed. Its milk usually averages around 6.1 to 6.5% butterfat, and during parts of lactation, it can climb to 10% or even higher. That is rich, creamy milk from an animal small enough to look almost like a toy beside a full-size dairy goat. The high butterfat gives the milk real value. It can make thicker yogurt, richer soap, and more cheese from less milk. A larger goat may give more volume, but the Nigerian dwarf wins by packing more cream and solids into every small amount. The size still creates one funny problem. The goat may have rich milk, but its teats are small, so milking can take patience. Number 12, Gulabi goat. The goat with ears that look too long to be real. The Gulabi goat looks like its ears arrive before the rest of its body. They hang down in long, soft folds, sometimes reaching around 28 inches, and they can make the animal look almost unreal when it walks. On a young goat, the ears can seem so large that the kid has to grow into them. The name Gulabi means pink in Urdu, and the look fits. These goats are usually pale, with white hair over pink skin, giving the body a soft rose-colored tone instead of a plain white coat. The skin, coat, face, and ears work together to create a showy look that stands out fast. The ears are the main shock, but they are not the only strange feature. Gulabi goats often have a long neck, a large frame, a loose fold of skin under the throat, and a nose that curves forward in a parrot-like shape. The whole face looks stretched and softened at the same time, with the ears falling beside it like heavy curtains. The breed is strongly linked with Pakistan, especially Sindh, where long-eared goats are highly prized by breeders. In those circles, the extreme look is not treated as a flaw. The longer ears, pale body, pink skin, and clean head shape can make the animal more admired. Number 11, Boer goat. The meat goat built like a tank. The Boer goat does not look light, nervous, or delicate. A mature buck stands wide, heavy, and thick through the chest, neck, and shoulders, with its white body, reddish-brown head, curved horns, and deep frame. It looks like the bodybuilder of the goat world. This breed was developed in South Africa for meat, and that purpose shows in almost every part of its body. A mature doe can weigh about 190 to 230 pounds. A mature buck can reach about 200 to 340 pounds. The boar's biggest trait is how well it turns feed into muscle. It grows fast, carries a heavy frame, and produces a strong meat carcass. That made it one of the most important meat goat breeds in the world. Boer bucks are also widely used to improve other herds because their size and muscle can pass into crossbred kids. The breed is not only heavy, it is also hardy and able to handle different climates and grazing conditions. Boers can browse through brush, walk rough ground, and do well in dry areas where easier animals may struggle. La Mancha goat, the goat born, almost earless. The La Mancha goat can make people stop and stare for one simple reason. At first glance, it looks like its ears are missing. The sides of the head look smooth and strange, almost as if something was erased. But nothing is wrong with the goat. This is exactly how the breed is meant to look. La Manchas do have ears. They are just extremely short. There are two accepted ear types. One is called the gopher ear, which can be up to about 1 inch long, but is often so tiny that it is barely there. The other is called the elf ear, which can reach about 2 inches and may have a small, turned end. For breeding males, the tiny gopher ear is the required type. The surprise is that this is not a weak novelty goat. The La Mancha is a serious dairy breed. It is known for a calm dairy nature, strong milk production, rich butter fat, and the ability to keep producing even under tough conditions. The breed was developed in the United States by Ulafai Frey, who worked with short-eared goats and dairy lines until the trait became fixed. Number 9, Valais blackneck goat, the goat that looks split in half. The Valais blackneck goat looks like two different goats were joined cleanly at the shoulders. The front half is coal black. The back half is bright white. The line between both colors is so sharp that it looks painted on with a ruler. That split is the breed's most stunning trait. The black runs from the nose across the head, neck, chest, shoulders, and front legs. Behind that, the body turns white all the way to the tail. Even the hooves often follow the pattern, with darker front hooves and paler back ones. The long hair makes the color break even more dramatic. Wildest black-necked goats have a rough, shaggy coat that can grow more than a foot long. The hair hangs from the body and legs, giving the animal a wild mountain look instead of the smooth shape of a normal farm goat. Both males and females have horns, and the horns add to the strong alpine profile. This breed comes from the Valais region of Switzerland, where goats have to handle steep ground, cold weather, and long walks over rough mountain land. Number 8. Changthangi, the goat that grows. Soft gold. High on the cold plateaus of Ladakh, near Tibet, the Changthangi goat lives in a place that seems almost designed to kill ordinary farm animals. The air is thin, the land is dry, and winter can drop to around -40 degrees Fahrenheit. Grass is limited, trees are almost absent, yet this small, tough goat survives by growing one of the finest natural fibers on Earth. The secret is hidden under its rough outer coat. During the cold months, the Changthangi grows a soft inner layer called pashmina. This undercoat traps warmth close to the body, like a private blanket made by the goat's own skin. When spring comes, the fiber loosens naturally and is collected by combing, not by cutting it off like sheep wool. Real pashmina is shockingly fine. Much of it measures around 10 to 14 microns across, far thinner than a human hair. That is why a true pashmina shawl can feel almost weightless, yet still hold warmth so well. Each goat only produces a few ounces in a year, which is why the fiber is so prized. People later turn it into some of the lightest, warmest, most expensive cloth in the world. Number 7. Rove goat, the fire-clearing goat with giant lyre horns. The rove goat looks like it belongs on a rocky hillside with the wind hitting its face. Its body is strong and rough, but the horns are what make people look twice. They sweep outward, twist back, and curve into a huge lyre shape, giving the goat a wild, ancient look. This breed comes from southern France, around the Bouches-du-Rhône region near Marseille. It is known for large twisted horns that can grow to nearly 4 feet in males. But the rove is not just a horned showpiece. It was made for dry, rough land. These goats can move through rocky ground, poor brush, and hard Mediterranean country where soft farm animals would struggle. They browse on tough plants, shrubs, and rough growth that many animals ignore. That trait gives them a second strange job. Rove goats are used to clear brush in places that can become fire fuel. In dry regions, thick vegetation can help wildfires spread fast. A herd of goats can move through those areas and turn dangerous brush into food. The breed also has a long link with shepherds. Rove goats once followed moving sheep herds and gave milk for the people caring for the animals. Their milk is still tied to local cheese in southern France. Number 6. Girgentana, the Sicilian goat with corkscrew horns. The Girgentana looks like a farm goat crossed with an ancient statue. Its body is usually white, its face is neat, and then 2 tall horns rise from its head in tight spirals, almost like corkscrews pulled straight out of the skull. Those horns are the reason this Sicilian breed is impossible to forget. Both males and females can grow them. In males, the horns can reach about 28 inches long. They stand nearly upright, close together at the base, then twist as they climb. People often compare them to the horns of the wild markhor, but the spiral turns the opposite way, which makes the Girgentana its own kind of strange. This goat comes from the area around Agrigento in Sicily, where the breed was once part of daily street life. In the 1920s and 1930s, farmers walked their goats through neighborhoods and sold milk door to door. The goat was milked right in front of the customer, so people knew exactly where the milk came from. That milk is another part of the breed's value. Girgentana milk is known for a strong balance of fat and protein, which makes it useful for fresh milk and cheese. Number 5. Pygora goat, the goat that grows. 3 different fleeces. The Pygora is a small fiber goat with one of the strangest coat tricks in the goat world. Some goats grow hair, some grow woolly fiber. The Pygora can produce 3 different fleece types inside the same breed, and each one gives the animal a different look and feel. The breed was created in Oregon by crossing registered Angora goats with registered pygmy goats. That mix gave it a small, sturdy body from one side and strong fiber ability from the other. A true Pygora is not just any fluffy crossbreed. It is bred to grow hand-spinning fiber, and the fleece is the whole point. Type A fleece is the closest to mohair. It hangs in long, shiny ringlets that average more than 6 inches, with fiber usually under 28 microns. That gives the goat a soft, silky, curled look. Type B is the middle version. It blends mohair-like and cashmere-like traits, usually growing 3 to 6 inches long. It is curly, soft, airy, and usually under 24 microns. Type C is the finest one. It is short, downy, and cashmere-like, usually 1 to 3 inches long and often under 18.5 microns. This type has a clear difference between the coarse guard hair and the soft fiber underneath. Even better, the fleece is known for staying useful as the goat ages instead of quickly turning coarse and rough. Number 4. Daira Din. Panna goat, the black dairy goat with twisted ears and spiral horns. The Daira Din Panna goat looks like it was built to stand out from every side. It is a large black dairy goat from Punjab, Pakistan, and the first thing that catches the eye is the head. Long ears hang beside the face, but they do not fall straight like normal goat ears. They twist as they drop, giving the animal a strange, almost decorated look. Then the horns add another layer. They rise from the head in a spiral shape, sitting above a dark body covered with long black hair. Put those traits together, and the goat looks more like a show animal than a simple milk breed. But the Daira Din Panna is not just dramatic to look at. It is a working dairy goat. The body is well developed, and the females are known for strong udders and teats. A good doe can produce around 2/3 of a gallon of milk per day, which makes the breed valuable. The breed is mainly found around parts of Punjab, such as Multan and Muzaffargarh, where goats have to handle heat, local feeding conditions, and practical farm life. Number 3. Kiko goat, the goat bred to beat worms. The Kiko goat was not built for looks. It was built by a hard rule: survive, grow, raise kids, and need as little help as possible. If a goat could not handle rough land, poor feed, bad weather, and disease pressure, it did not belong in the breeding program. The breed was developed in New Zealand by Garrick and Ann Batten. They started with tough feral goats, the kind already surviving in the difficult hill country with little human care. The goats that needed too much help were removed. The ones that stayed healthy and raised strong kids were kept. That pressure created a meat goat known for hardiness, strong mothers, good growth, and serious toughness on pasture. Its most surprising trait is how well it can handle worms compared with many other meat goats. In warm, wet places, stomach worms can drain a goat, weaken it, and kill it. Kikos became popular because they often stay productive with less worm treatment and less constant care. They are also known for good feet, strong foraging, and the ability to raise kids without needing people to step in all the time. Number 2. Black Bengal goat, the tiny goat, built like a baby-making machine. The Black Bengal goat is small enough to be underestimated at first sight. It has a compact body, short legs, and a simple dark coat, often black, though other colors also appear. It does not look like a giant, and it does not need to. Its wildest trait is not size. It is how fast and often it can reproduce. This breed is famous for high fertility, early maturity, and frequent multiple births. A black Bengal doe can start breeding young, and her litters often come as twins or triplets instead of just one kid. Kids may be born twice in 1 year, though 3 births in 2 years is more common under many farm conditions. The breed is also tough. It is valued across Bangladesh and eastern India for its ability to adapt, resist common diseases, and survive under village conditions. Its meat is prized, and its skin is known for good quality, which adds even more value to an already productive goat. Number 1. Anglo-Nubian goat, the loudest goat in the world. You know the Anglo-Nubian goat is there before you even see it. A loud call cuts across the farm, sharp enough that it can sound almost human. Then the animal steps into view with long floppy ears, a curved Roman nose, and a face that looks more dramatic than almost any dairy goat around it. Those ears are the first thing most people notice. They hang low beside the face and help give the breed its soft, expressive look. The nose adds the second shock. Instead of a straight face, the Nubian has a strong outward curve, creating the famous Roman profile. Put the ears and nose together, and the goat looks bold, elegant, and slightly over the top. The voice completes the package. Nubians are known for being very vocal. They call when they are hungry, separated from the herd, excited, annoyed, or simply ready to make noise. Some goat keepers love the personality. Others quickly learn that this is not a quiet backyard animal. Then comes the milk. Nubians may not always outproduce the highest volume dairy goats, but their milk is rich. The breed was developed in England by crossing British goats with long-eared goats from warmer parts of the world, including Africa, Arabia, and India. Thanks for watching. Now check out the videos popping up on screen for more unbelievable stories.